346,100,000. Alright, so today, currently it is 2:36, and I'm still doing the 60-day course I've been working on for the past 3-4 days now. And I was like, bro, this is an amazing thing to do. So I feel like these next 60 days are going to be very life changing. I can already see it. The YouTube is at 90,000, so I am appreciative of getting to 90,000. I know I've been inconsistent sometimes, and I know I could be like a little bit off, but this year I've been, punching the clock, going at it as hard as possible, and trying to bring value to YouTube the right way, because a lot of these Instagram traders and YouTube traders don't even trade. Some of these guys don't even trade, and then they flaunt to you different things and overall try to show you the lifestyle, but don't really actually sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with you and basically show you what it takes or how to get to a certain point. So I understand your pain, bro. I definitely do understand your pain. I know, like, starting off trading and trying to understand something that you don't have much knowledge of, and it feels like everybody's gatekeeping and trying to sell you something. I definitely understand. I've personally never bought a course. That's why I don't even sell a course myself. I never bought a course. I don't believe in those things, because it's like, why would I pay somebody to learn something that I can just learn off the internet? So I don't know. But yeah, today it's just a relaxation day. I've been just kind of chilling, doing a lot of work, trying to get a lot of work done, and just overall focusing on trying to build this course on YouTube, because I feel like after these 60 days are up, there's going to be so much content that it shouldn't be a question of like, yo, how do you trade? Or it shouldn't be a question of like, yo, how do I trade? I think by the end of these days, everybody should know the exact format, and it's up to them to actually take it and actually sink it in and learn it and then apply it. I think a lot of things out here in the internet are, you can learn from different places and actually get valuable information from it, but then it takes the person itself to actually get that content, that information, and then apply it. I feel like a lot of people, they kind of take in everything but don't truly apply it. And what I mean by apply is not just do it one time and then like, okay, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You need to apply something over and over and get the reps in it to see if it actually works. So what I like to, basically tell everybody is like, when you first, play basketball, you got to learn how to dribble. And in the beginning, you're not going to know all the moves, or you're not going to know all the like fancy, dribbles and stuff. But you apply the simple techniques and the simple like different ways. I guess you could say that's techniques, the different techniques. And when you do this, you start to understand a little bit more like, okay, I could do it this way because this feels more comfortable with me, and then you tweak it to your best liking, because that's why every basketball player has a different skill set, or they have a different technique on how they do things. So when it comes to trading, you have to do the same thing, or being an entrepreneur, learn from people that are where you are truly at or where you want to truly be. And when you're learning from these people, don't just try to copy and paste, but copy and then edit it, and then you can paste it. So edit it to your likings, make it into your likings, and then once you do that, then I feel like you'll be truly comfortable. And that's why everybody has different strategies. But I always say that, just because I'm saying like, yo, edit it your way, doesn't mean make it 10 times complicated. Keep it simple. I feel like simple is the best way to do everything. So keep it like super simple. And once you keep it super simple, bro, I'm telling you, everything's gonna change. Like, everything's gonna change. That's how I look at it. I used to trade ICT like 2 years ago. Yeah, almost 3 years ago, before I created ICC. And the reason why it's named ICC as well is because of the steps. I was like, the indication, then it corrects, and then it continues. So That's where it came from. So indication, correction, continuation. Isn't it crazy how you start one thing and then it becomes like this whole thing for everybody? So like now everybody knows what ICC is, which is actually crazy to me. And I'm very grateful to be, I guess you could say, your mentor. I am grateful to say that. So yeah, I'm not going to continue to talk your heads off. I mean, what's up? You talk to me, bro. So let me know how y'all are feeling about the course so far. By the time of this video, we should be on like day 4 or 5. I'm not sure when I'm going to drop this video. So depending on when it is, we'll just, tell me how y'all like it. Tell me what y'all think should be in the course. Tell me what you guys struggle with. Comment down below what you guys struggle with, and I'll try to help to my best abilities.
I want to say that swing trading has completely changed my profitability. I think I said that right, but it's completely changed everything, because before I used to take like 2-3 trades a day, which I thought was like barely anything. And I used to try to catch a move. But what I realized was, even if you win on 60 to 70% of those trades, I still wasn't making a significant amount of money. When you start holding one position throughout 3-4 days and only take like one of those a week, sometimes I'm even taking like 2 trades a month, and the returns that you get are absolutely insane, crazier than the day trades that I've taken. Like the swing trades that I've taken within the past 2 months, some of them netting like 2,000%. I would never get that on a day trade, and I'm only taking one trade, which I'd say has moved up my accuracy to like 80 to 90% instead of like 60, 70, because when you're taking so many, it's kind of like, I'd say it's definitely hard to keep track of how many actual trades are green, rather than just swing trading. And I say this on my YouTube all the time, like less is more when it comes to trading. If you could just put a lot of size on one good position, you don't need to take 10,000 setups. You don't need to take a trade every day. You don't need to make money every single day. If you make a significant amount of money one day in the week, that money should be able to last you for like the next 2-3 weeks, etc. Like if you just manage your money correctly, your quality of life will be 100 times better. I'm not stressed sitting at my desktop. I'm able to go out to the gym with Sai. I'm able to go to fuck around at the cafe, and I'm still making money on my phone. I don't care about it as much. And you could really only do swing trading for like a couple days on end, or even a week or 2, if you're highly confident in the setup that you put your money on, which you should always be highly confident on every single trade that you take.
So for the people, because normally when people watch these videos, they're like beginners, what would you say for like a beginner? Should they be swing trading?
Yes, I would be swing trading as a beginner. Let me tell you, a lot of you guys mess up by trying to look at the 1 minute to 15, 30 minute charts. You're not going to get a swing trade off a 30-minute chart. You need to be looking at 4 hour in one day, and you're going to get a lot more solid and accurate price levels on those larger time frames rather than 5 minutes, because a lot can happen in 5 minutes. A huge buyer could come in with $10 million, pushing the price up, and then the next 5 minutes, even bigger buyer, a whale, comes in and sells everything. So it's very important that you are looking at higher time frames to gather a lot more data than these smaller time frames.
Okay.
4 hour one day.
What about people that, because I some of these questions I see a lot. Let's say somebody says, somebody will comment like, oh, what if I don't have enough capital? What do you say about that? Because people say, oh, I can't swing trade because I don't have enough capital.
Well, if you don't have enough capital, you don't need to be trading in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the money, you're worried about losing $25. You don't need to be doing this shit. You need to get your money up and then come do this. Because just letting you know, you're gonna lose. In the beginning, you're gonna lose. You don't know what's gonna work out for you. So be prepared to lose money. And if you don't have the money to lose, start on a demo account. That's the best advice that I could give. And when people come to me and say, oh, I wanna make money like you, you're fucking delusional!
Oh shit.
You're delusional! You don't have as much money as me to be fucking around. I'm just kidding, but there was a lot of trials and tribulations that I went through, like a year or two, where I was just fucking off a lot of money, a lot of real money, not demo account, like losing $10,000 in a day.
Oh my
You know,
God.
when you lose that much money in a day, nothing else hurts your feelings. Nothing could hurt my feelings after that. I can never have a bad day. You lose that much money, you don't give a fuck anymore about anything.
That's real shit though.
Yeah, you become extremely stoic.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
But also,
That was me when I lost that $900 at my job, bruh. I saved up for 3 weeks to save that
happens.
$900, and I put it all on one trade and lost it all fucking around. I was crushed, bruh. Never again.
Yeah.
After that, I didn't care about money anymore. I think
You
that's
don't.
I think that's when I like truly like I was just like, bro, like this shit just disappeared in 5 minutes. I know I can make it back in like once I find the skill, like I know I can make it back in like 5 minutes. And then after that, I was just like making money and then putting it into trading and then just finding the right setups and then going a little bit more on my
Scaling
position.
up.
Yeah, I was going more on my position size because at that time I was just like, as long as I have the skill and I know what I'm doing, it doesn't matter what my position size is, as long as like I'm still managing risk. So like, even though I'm saying go heavy on your size, that doesn't mean fucking put everything you have on it. But like, let's say if your normal risk is like, I don't know, fucking $50 and you feel really good about a position, go 75, try 100, you know? Or that's just like an
but
example.
not everything.
Not everything. So if you only have 500, the max risk you should probably do is like $100 per that trade.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that a lot of people, when they lose money in a trade, they have this mentality like, oh, they're gonna get a revenge trade. Oh, I need to take another trade right now to get it back. But just keep in the back of your mind, the next trader, I'm gonna get the money back regardless. Because you're trading, it's always gonna be up and down. But if you just have a terrible mindset when it comes to losing money, then you're just gonna be a fucking loser and you're gonna lose in life too. Not only that, people will be in my DM, like I'll say things on YouTube, you know, I'm buying AMD, whatever. People will be in my DMs, oh my god, I'm down $200. I don't give a fuck. Okay, you're not down as much money as me, so please don't come crying in my DM that you lost $100, $200. If you're crying about losing that much money, then you don't need to be doing this. I'm sorry, but you don't need to do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, we need Kaylani to go harder on her content. She'll be an amazing person for this space. She's always keeping it 100. So yeah, that's the TED Talk for today. Yeah, we got another one. So you know how people in the beginning, they always swear that the market is coming after them and they're like, yo bro, they're hunting my stop loss.
Market manipulators, they're after me. They're after your $200, really? Like these guys worth billions of dollars are after your $200, really? Make it make sense.
Yeah, that's so true, bro. People stay blaming it on the market. It's not
The banks, they're conspiring against us because the GameStop, because we won on the GameStop.
Yo, bro, trust me, bro. The beginners stay saying that the market is coming after their little money, bro. Trust me, they're not, bro. It's a skill issue, bro.
And they be paying like $500 a month for like a scammy ass Discord to get terrible trades, but they're saying that everyone else is after them.
You know who's really after you? Them niggas selling them courses is really the ones after you. You need to be scared of them niggas.
Yeah.
You need to be scared of them niggas. Bro, you need to stop paying for courses, bro. Lock in, twin. If you reading this, hold on, let me just
It's so sad when the people in the
lock
Discord.
in, twin.
It's so sad when the people in the Discord they follow a grown man's strategy for like 3 years, and then maybe one day he's like gone. They're like, bro, we need a trade. We need some trades. Like you've been in here for 5 years, haven't even developed your own strategy. You don't even know how to
What do
do
you
your
think
own
about
trades?
this, right? So I always tell people, like, if you get a mentor, right? Let's say if it took your mentor 5 years to learn how to do something, right? I feel like you coming in as a beginner and having that mentor, it should take you half of the time it took him to do it. So I'm always like watching the gurus that's been in the game for 10 years and people that's been following them from years. I'm like, bro, how are you not profitable yet? And you've been following this guy since day one and he's been in the game for 10 years.
Literally, he should be telling you all the mistakes and what not to do. But people, they just want to be babies. They want you to be like, take this trade, put this money here, buy this course, and then you'll make money. And they're like, okay, yeah. They want to follow all these steps rather than thinking for themselves and placing their own trades and starting to do their own shit. They want to follow a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Me is gay. It's gay.
Wait, put it in perspective though. Don't follow a grown-ass man that's selling you a course because he has a Lamborghini.
Oh, and they glaze him in the comments. Oh, he's the GOAT! I'm like, he made like 3% on a trade. And he's the GOAT? Really?
Yo, bro, they be glazing the dudes with Lamborghinis.
I hate that! Look, a guy will literally put like $1 million in a trade. Take like 3%, it's like $50,000, and everybody would be like, he made 50 bags one day. I'm like, oh my god, a fucking monkey could do that. A monkey could make that money. 3% is nothing. That's like 10 seconds. There's a famous guy, I don't want to say his name, but he's famous. He only trades for like the first 5 minutes of the market open. How? How are you in a trade for 10 seconds? Well, maybe it's because you're trading with like $500,000 and you make like 0.1%. So stupid.
Yeah. Then
his red days are significantly larger than his green days. Why? Because he's only trying to take like 2-3% off a trade.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Yeah, so definitely watch out for the people that you see online, especially the ones selling courses. Shit, just be careful, bro. I wouldn't buy courses, bro. I would just take somebody that teaches for free on YouTube or Discord or Twitter and just follow them and tweak it to your own advantage. So stay away from the Lambo guys, bro. Stay away.
You emptied the clip?
Yeah.
I'm hitting all the yellow.
Huh?
Hey Nick, the rental ARs are out there. It's we only got one.
His hand on you. Yes, every night I remember when you are Halo, you always singing. And I thank God for everything He has done for you. What you're doing now is the result of God's favor on you. And we thank God for everything He has done. God's been so faithful for us, especially for you. What the people see now is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Everything you touch will multiply in Jesus' mighty name. Don't trust nobody. Put your trust in God. In God. Where you are going now is not an easy place. All eyes are on you. Be focused. Do I pray for you? Okay, let me pray for you. Grand bon Dieu,